Have you ever felt burdened by the weight of expectations, memories, or desires? Do you find yourself clinging tightly to things, people, or situations, even when they no longer serve you? What if I told you there's a transformative path to freedom hidden within the simple act of letting go? Picture this. You're holding onto a helium balloon, its vibrant colors dancing in the breeze. With each passing moment, you feel its weight pulling you down, tethering you to the ground. But then, with a simple release of your grip, you watch as the balloon soars effortlessly into the sky, unbound by gravity. In that moment, you too feel a sense of lightness, a release from the burdens that once weighed you down. This is the power of letting go, a power we will explore together in this journey. In this video, we promise you not just insights, but the keys to unlocking profound transformation in your life. Imagine living each day with a renewed sense of peace, clarity, and joy. Imagine letting go of the past, embracing the present, and stepping boldly into the future. Our aim is not just to inform, but to inspire action, to empower you with practical wisdom that you can apply immediately to your own life. Throughout this exploration, we will draw upon the timeless wisdom of Buddhism, a tradition that has illuminated the path of letting go for centuries. From the teachings of the Buddha to the insights of modern practitioners, we will uncover the fundamental truths that lie at the heart of this ancient art. But make no mistake, this journey is not reserved for the devout or the enlightened. It is a journey that is open to all, regardless of background or belief. So, whether you're seeking relief from stress and anxiety, healing from past traumas, or simply a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, you've come to the right place. Together, we will explore the depths of the human experience, diving into the mysteries of the mind and the nature of existence itself. And who knows, perhaps along the way, we'll discover that the greatest freedom of all lies in the simple act of letting go. But we can't do it alone. We need your help to spread the message of wisdom and transformation. So, if you find value in what you see here today, we ask just one small favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. With your support, we can reach our goal of 1,000 likes. And in doing so, touch the lives of countless others who are seeking the same guidance and inspiration. Are you ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and liberation? Are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the boundless potential of the present moment? If so, then let us begin. Open your heart and mind, and together, let's explore the art of letting go. Lesson 1: Understanding attachment, the root of suffering. Have you ever noticed how tightly we hold on to things in our lives? Whether it's our possessions, relationships, or even our own identities, we often cling desperately to what we believe brings us happiness and security. But what if I told you that this very clinging is the source of our greatest suffering? Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we dive deep into the mysteries of the human experience. Today, we unravel the tangled web of attachment and discover why letting go is the key to true freedom. Think about a time when you felt a deep sense of loss, perhaps when a cherished relationship ended, or when you had to say goodbye to a beloved possession. In those moments, did you notice how the pain seemed to stem not from the loss itself, but from the attachment you had formed to that person or thing? Attachment, as the Buddha taught, is the root cause of suffering. It binds us to the endless cycle of desire and aversion, trapping us in a never-ending quest for fulfillment. But what exactly is attachment, and why does it hold such power over us? At its core, attachment is the belief that our happiness and well-being depend on external factors. It's the mistaken notion that if we just hold onto something tightly enough, it will bring us lasting satisfaction and security. But as we all know deep down, this is a fleeting illusion, a mirage that evaporates as soon as we grasp for it. Throughout our lives, we accumulate layers upon layers of attachment, weaving a complex tapestry of desires, fears, and expectations. We become attached to our identities, to the roles we play, the labels we wear, and the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. We become attached to our relationships, seeking validation, love, and approval from others to fill the void within. And we become attached to our possessions, clinging to material wealth and status symbols in a desperate attempt to find meaning and purpose. But here's the thing about attachment. It's not just about the things we hold on to, but also about the things we push away. We become just as attached to our aversions, to the people, situations, and emotions that we label as bad or unpleasant. In our efforts to avoid pain and discomfort, we inadvertently become bound to them, perpetuating the cycle of suffering. So, how do we break free from the grip of attachment and find true liberation? The answer lies in the practice of letting go, in releasing our grasp on the things that bind us and opening ourselves up to the vast expanse of possibility that lies beyond. But make no mistake, letting go is not about renouncing the world or suppressing our desires. It's about cultivating a deep sense of inner freedom, a freedom that arises not from clinging to what we want, but from embracing life as it is, in all its impermanence and uncertainty. In the next part of our journey, we'll explore the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism, a foundational teaching that offers profound insights into the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. But for now, I invite you to reflect on your own attachments, to notice the ways in which they shape your thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to consider what it might feel like to loosen their hold and step into the light of liberation. Until then, remember, the journey of letting go begins with a single step, and the destination is nothing less than the freedom of your own true nature. Lesson 2: The Four Noble Truths, a pathway to freedom. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves grappling with the universal truths of suffering, whether it be the pain of loss, the sting of rejection, or the relentless cycle of dissatisfaction. But what if I told you that within the heart of suffering lies the key to liberation? Enter the profound teachings of Buddhism, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths, a timeless roadmap to understanding and transcendence. Imagine this. You're standing at a crossroads, surrounded by the shadows of doubt and uncertainty. In one direction lies the path of denial, turning away from the harsh realities of existence, seeking solace in temporary pleasures and distractions. In the other direction lies the path of enlightenment, a path illuminated by the Four Noble Truths, guiding you towards the ultimate truth of liberation. The first noble truth beckons us to confront the reality of suffering, not as a curse or a punishment, but as an inherent part of the human experience. From the moment we are born, we are subject to the pains of illness, old age, and death. But beyond these physical afflictions lies a deeper suffering, the suffering of attachment, of clinging to transient pleasures and identities that are destined to fade away. But fear not, for the second noble truth offers us a beacon of hope, the recognition that suffering has a cause, and that cause is none other than our own craving and attachment. Like a moth drawn to the flame, we are perpetually caught in the cycle of desire, seeking happiness and fulfillment in external sources that can never truly satisfy our innermost longings. Yet, amidst the darkness of suffering and its causes, there shines a glimmer of light, the third noble truth, which proclaims the possibility of cessation. Just as the flames of a fire can be extinguished, so too can the flames of craving and attachment be quenched, leading to the cessation of suffering and the attainment of true peace. But how do we extinguish these flames, you may ask? That is where the fourth noble truth comes into play, the Noble Eightfold Path, which serves as a roadmap for overcoming suffering and attaining liberation. From right understanding to right concentration, each step of the Eightfold Path offers us a practical guide to living a life of virtue, mindfulness, and wisdom. So, dear friends, as we delve deeper into the teachings of the Four Noble Truths, let us not shy away from the reality of suffering, but instead, let us embrace it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. For within the heart of suffering lies the seed of liberation, a seed that, when nurtured with mindfulness and compassion, has the power to blossom into the radiant flower of enlightenment. As we continue our journey together, may the wisdom of the Four Noble Truths serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path to freedom and liberation. And remember, dear viewers, the journey may be long and arduous, but with each step we take towards understanding and acceptance, we draw ever closer to the ultimate truth, the truth of our own inherent goodness and the boundless potential for awakening that lies within us all. Lesson 3: Understanding Attachment, the Root of Suffering. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where we continue our journey into the profound wisdom of letting go. In this segment, we delve into the heart of the matter, understanding attachment, the root of suffering. Imagine a river flowing gently, its waters glistening in the sunlight. Now, picture yourself standing on the riverbank, reaching out to grasp hold of the water. No matter how tightly you cling, the water slips through your fingers, leaving you empty-handed. This is the nature of attachment, a futile attempt to grasp onto that which is inherently transient. Attachment arises when we form strong emotional bonds to people, possessions, or ideas, believing that they hold the key to our happiness and fulfillment. We become entangled in a web of desires, clinging desperately to what we believe will bring us joy and security. But the more we grasp, the more we suffer, for nothing in this world is permanent or guaranteed. In the words of the Buddha, attachment leads to suffering. Think about the last time you experienced loss, perhaps the end of a relationship, the passing of a loved one, or the failure of a cherished dream. In those moments, did you feel a sense of grief, anger, or despair? These are the fruits of attachment, the inevitable consequence of our unwillingness to let go. But what if there was another way? What if we could learn to loosen our grip, to surrender our attachments with grace and acceptance? By understanding the nature of attachment, we can begin to unravel its hold on our lives. We can cultivate a sense of detachment, not indifference or apathy, but a deep appreciation for the ebb and flow of life. Like a leaf floating downstream, we learn to surrender to the currents of change, trusting in the wisdom of the universe. This is the essence of letting go, not as a form of resignation, but as an act of liberation. But make no mistake, letting go of attachment is not easy. It requires courage, patience, and unwavering faith. It means facing our deepest fears and insecurities, confronting the illusion of control, and embracing the unknown with open arms. Yet, in doing so, we discover a profound sense of freedom from the tyranny of desire, freedom from the endless cycle of craving and aversion, freedom to simply be. So, as we journey forward, let us remember that the path of letting go is not one of deprivation or sacrifice, but of abundance and joy. It is a path that leads us not away from life, but deeper into its embrace. And so, I invite you to join us on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Open your heart to the possibility of letting go, and together, let's explore the true nature of attachment and the path to freedom. Lesson 4: The Practice of Meditation, Cultivating Inner Peace. In the midst of life's chaos and clamor, there exists a sanctuary of serenity within each of us, a place of profound stillness and tranquility waiting to be discovered. Welcome to the practice of meditation, where the gentle rhythm of breath becomes a guiding light through the labyrinth of the mind. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a tranquil pond, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting the beauty of the world around it. Now, imagine your mind as that pond, calm, clear, and undisturbed by the turbulence of thoughts and emotions. This is the essence of meditation, not an escape from reality, but a return to our true nature, to the peace that resides within. But meditation is more than just a mental escape hatch. It is a powerful tool for transforming our relationship with ourselves and the world. Through regular practice, we learn to observe our thoughts with curiosity and compassion, rather than getting swept away by them. We become aware of the patterns and tendencies of our mind, gaining insight into the root causes of our suffering. In the stillness of meditation, we cultivate a deep sense of presence, a mindful awareness of the present moment that extends beyond the cushion and into every aspect of our lives. We learn to savor the simple pleasures of life, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of a flower in bloom. And in doing so, we discover a profound sense of gratitude for the richness of each moment. But perhaps the most transformative aspect of meditation is its ability to quiet the incessant chatter of the mind and connect us to something greater, call it the universe, the divine, or simply our truest selves. In those moments of stillness, we touch the infinite expanse of existence, feeling ourselves dissolve into the boundless ocean of consciousness. So, whether you're a seasoned meditator or someone who has never tried it before, I invite you to join us on this journey inward. Together, we will explore the myriad techniques and traditions of meditation, from focused attention to open awareness, from loving kindness to mindfulness of breath. And as we delve deeper into the practice, may you find not only inner peace and clarity, but a profound sense of connection to the vastness of existence itself. But remember, meditation is not a destination. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-transformation, and self-realization. So, let go of any expectations or judgments, and simply allow yourself to be present with whatever arises. Trust in the wisdom of your own heart, and know that the path of meditation is always unfolding, always revealing new depths of insight and understanding. So, take a deep breath and let's begin. Close your eyes, settle into a comfortable position, and gently bring your attention to the sensation of your breath. With each inhale and exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper into the stillness within. And as you continue to meditate, may you discover the infinite peace that resides at the very core of your being. Lesson 5: Impermanence. Embracing change as a constant. Impermanence, it's a word that holds within it the essence of life itself. Look around you. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Seasons change, flowers bloom and wither, and the sun rises and sets without fail. Yet, despite the undeniable truth of impermanence, many of us struggle to accept it. We cling desperately to what we know, fearing the unknown that lies beyond. But what if I told you that embracing impermanence is the key to unlocking a profound sense of peace and freedom? Consider for a moment the beauty of a sunset. As the sky erupts in a symphony of colors, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of existence. Each moment is unique, never to be repeated again. And yet, it is this very impermanence that gives life its richness and depth. Without the passing of time, without the inevitability of change, how could we truly appreciate the beauty that surrounds us? But impermanence is not just about accepting the transience of external phenomena. It is also about recognizing the impermanence within ourselves. Our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, they too are ever-changing, like ripples on the surface of a pond. And just as we cannot hold onto the water, we cannot hold onto these fleeting experiences. Instead, we must learn to let them flow freely, without attachment or resistance. In the face of uncertainty, it's natural to feel fear and anxiety. We crave stability and security, clinging to the illusion of permanence like a lifeline. But the truth is, the more we resist change, the more we suffer. It is only when we embrace impermanence, when we surrender to the ebb and flow of life, that we can find true peace. Think back to a time when you faced a major change or transition in your life. Perhaps you lost a loved one, changed careers, or moved to a new city. In that moment of upheaval, you may have felt lost and alone, unsure of what the future held. But as time passed and you adapted to your new reality, you may have come to see that change as a blessing in disguise. Impermanence teaches us to let go of our attachments, not just to people and possessions, but to our very sense of self. We are not static beings, but ever-evolving expressions of the universe. And it is only when we release our grip on who we think we are that we can fully embrace the limitless potential of our true nature. So, as we journey deeper into the heart of impermanence, I invite you to open your mind and heart to the ever-changing dance of life. Embrace each moment as it arises, knowing that it is fleeting and precious. And remember, in the midst of uncertainty, there is beauty to be found, if only we have the courage to let go and surrender to the flow. Lesson 6: Compassion and Loving Kindness. Healing the Heart. In this segment of our journey into the art of letting go, we delve into the profound practice of compassion and loving kindness, the balm that heals the wounds of the heart and nurtures the soul. Imagine a world where kindness reigns supreme, where every interaction is infused with warmth and understanding. It's a world we can create, starting from within. Think back to a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness, a stranger's smile, a friend's comforting embrace. How did it make you feel? In those moments, the barriers around your heart began to soften, and you experienced a glimpse of the interconnectedness of all beings. This is the power of compassion, the power to bridge the divides that separate us and awaken the innate goodness within. But compassion isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a skill that can be cultivated through practice. Just as a muscle grows stronger with exercise, so too does our capacity for compassion with each intentional act of kindness. In the Buddhist tradition, loving kindness meditation is a powerful tool for nurturing this innate quality, extending well wishes not only to ourselves but to all beings, without exception. As we journey deeper into the heart of compassion, we must also confront the barriers that stand in its way, namely, the walls of judgment and resentment that we build around ourselves. How often do we judge others harshly, holding on to grudges and grievances long past their expiration date? In doing so, we only perpetuate our own suffering, closing ourselves off from the very love and connection we crave. But what if we could break free from this cycle of judgment and resentment? What if we could open our hearts fully to ourselves and others, embracing each moment with a spirit of kindness and understanding? It's a radical notion, but one that holds the key to true liberation, the liberation that comes from letting go of the barriers that separate us from our own inherent goodness. In the words of the Buddha, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. In other words, the antidote to hatred is not more hatred, but love, a love that transcends boundaries and embraces all beings with equal compassion. It's a simple yet profound truth, one that has the power to transform not only our own lives but the world around us. So, as we continue on our journey of letting go, let us remember the power of compassion, the power to heal our hearts, uplift our spirits, and unite us in a shared journey of love and understanding. Let us cultivate compassion not as a distant ideal, but as a lived reality woven into the fabric of our daily lives. And together, let us create a world where kindness reigns supreme, one act of love at a time. Lesson 7: Ego and Self-Identity. Dissolving the illusion. In the grand theater of life, we often play the starring role of our own story. From the moment we're born, we're conditioned to identify with a sense of self, a distinct personality, a unique set of preferences, and a history that shapes our identity. But what if I told you that this sense of self is merely a fleeting illusion, a construct of the mind that keeps us trapped in a cycle of suffering? Welcome to part 8 of our journey, a journey into the depths of ego and self-identity. Think for a moment about the stories you tell yourself, the narratives that shape your perception of who you are and what you're capable of. Perhaps you see yourself as a success or a failure, a winner or a loser, a hero or a victim. But what if I told you that these labels are nothing more than masks that we wear, hiding the truth of our essential nature? In this part, we will peel back the layers of ego, exposing the raw reality that lies beneath. The ego, in its simplest form, is the part of our mind that seeks to maintain a sense of separation, a belief that we are distinct and separate from the world around us. It thrives on comparison, judgment, and the relentless pursuit of validation and approval. But in truth, the ego is a fragile construct, built upon a foundation of fear and insecurity. It is the source of much of our suffering, as we cling desperately to its illusions of control and permanence. But what if we could see through the illusion of ego, What if we could transcend the limitations of our conditioned minds and awaken to the boundless potential of our true nature? This is the invitation that awaits us in this exploration. An invitation to dissolve the walls of separation and embrace the interconnectedness of all things. In the teachings of Buddhism, the ego is often likened to a cloud obscuring the brilliance of the sun. Beneath the layers of conditioning and illusion lies the radiant essence of our being, pure awareness, unbounded by time or form. Through practices such as meditation and mindfulness, we can begin to pierce through the clouds of ego, allowing the light of our true nature to shine forth. But make no mistake, the journey of dissolving the ego is not an easy one. It requires courage, patience, and a willingness to confront the deepest layers of our conditioning. Yet, in doing so, we open ourselves to a profound sense of freedom, a freedom that comes from releasing the grip of ego and resting in the spaciousness of our true nature. So, as we delve into this exploration, I invite you to reflect on your own sense of self-identity. What stories are you telling yourself? What masks are you wearing? And most importantly, are you ready to let go of the illusion of ego and awaken to the truth of who you really are? The journey awaits. Are you ready to take the first step? Lesson 8: Detachment versus Indifference. Finding the balance. Have you ever wondered about the fine line between detachment and indifference? It's a delicate dance we all must navigate in our quest for inner peace and freedom. Imagine this. You're walking along a serene beach, feeling the warm sand between your toes and the gentle breeze against your skin. As you stroll, you come across a beautiful seashell, intricate and delicate, yet strong and resilient. You pick it up, admiring its beauty, but you know that you cannot hold on to it forever. In that moment, you understand the essence of detachment, the ability to appreciate and enjoy life's treasures without clinging to them. Detachment is not about disconnecting from the world or becoming apathetic to its beauty. It's about cultivating a sense of inner freedom that allows you to fully engage with life while also letting go of attachment to outcomes. It's about recognizing that everything in life is impermanent, the highs and the lows, the joys and the sorrows, and embracing each moment with open arms, knowing that nothing lasts forever. But here's the thing, detachment is often misunderstood as indifference. Some may mistake it for a cold and distant attitude, a lack of care or concern for others. But nothing could be further from the truth. True detachment is rooted in compassion and love, a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of all beings, and a profound respect for the inherent dignity of every individual. So how do we find the balance between detachment and indifference? How do we cultivate a heart that is open and compassionate, yet free from the bonds of attachment? It begins with awareness, a willingness to observe our thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment or attachment. It requires a deep understanding of our own inner workings, our fears, desires, and insecurities, and a willingness to let them go. But it's not just about letting go of the negative. It's also about releasing our grip on the positive. It's about recognizing that even the things we love most in life are ultimately beyond our control. And so, we learn to hold them lightly, like the seashell in our hand, appreciating their beauty in the present moment while also accepting that they may slip away at any time. Detachment is not a destination but a journey, a continuous practice of letting go and surrendering to the flow of life. It requires courage and vulnerability, as we face the unknown with an open heart and a willing spirit. But in the end, it leads us to a place of profound peace and freedom, a place where we are no longer bound by the chains of attachment, but are free to dance with the rhythm of life. So, as we explore the intricacies of detachment and indifference, let us approach with curiosity and compassion. Let us be open to the lessons that life has to offer and willing to embrace the wisdom of letting go. And in doing so, may we find the balance we seek and the freedom we deserve. Lesson 9: Wisdom in Action. Applying letting go in daily life. Welcome back, dear seekers of wisdom, to another chapter in our journey of self-discovery. In this installment, we delve into the practical application of the profound teachings we've explored thus far, how to integrate the art of letting go into our daily lives. Are you ready to transform theory into practice, to unleash the power of liberation in every moment? Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of clarity and purpose, unburdened by the weight of yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. Imagine navigating the complexities of modern life with grace and ease, responding to challenges with wisdom and compassion. This is the promise of applying the art of letting go, not as an abstract concept, but as a lived experience. But how, you may wonder, do we begin? The answer lies in cultivating mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in each moment, without judgment or attachment. Start by bringing awareness to your breath, the sensations in your body, the thoughts in your mind. Notice how the simple act of paying attention can anchor you in the present, freeing you from the grip of past regrets or future anxieties. As you go about your day, pay close attention to the moments when clinging or resistance arises. Perhaps when faced with a difficult conversation, a challenging task, or an unexpected change. Instead of reacting instinctively, pause and ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What am I afraid to let go of? Recognize that true freedom lies not in holding tight, but in releasing your grasp. One powerful practice for cultivating letting go is the art of forgiveness, both of others and of oneself. Holding on to resentment or guilt only serves to perpetuate suffering, whereas forgiveness opens the door to healing and reconciliation. Remember, forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting past transgressions. Rather, it means releasing the emotional burden that binds us to the past, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. Another key aspect of applying letting go in daily life is learning to surrender control. We often cling to the illusion of control, believing that if we just hold on tight enough, we can prevent pain and suffering. But the truth is, much of life is beyond our control, from the weather to other people's actions to the inevitable passage of time. Instead of resisting this reality, we can choose to surrender, trusting in the inherent wisdom of the universe. Letting go also means embracing impermanence, the recognition that all things, including our thoughts, emotions, and experiences, are transient and ever-changing. Rather than clinging to moments of pleasure or resisting moments of pain, we can learn to flow with the natural rhythm of life, allowing each moment to arise and pass away with grace. As we navigate the complexities of relationships, work, and daily responsibilities, it's important to remember that letting go is not a one-time event, but an ongoing practice. Each day presents new opportunities to release what no longer serves us, to surrender to the flow of life, and to embrace the present moment with an open heart and mind. So, dear friends, as you continue on your journey of self-discovery and liberation, remember that the power to let go lies within you. It is not something to be found in books or lectures, but in the quiet moments of reflection, in the choices you make each day, and in the courage to release what no longer serves your highest good. We invite you to join us in applying the art of letting go in your own life, to cultivate mindfulness, forgiveness, surrender, and acceptance with each breath you take. Together, let us create a world where freedom, peace, and joy abound, where the transformative power of letting go is celebrated and embraced by all. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and until next time, may you find peace in letting go. Lesson 10: Stories of Letting Go, Lessons from Buddhist Masters. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven, where stories come alive and wisdom finds its voice. Today, we dive deep into the annals of time to uncover tales of courage, compassion, and profound transformation stories that have been passed down through generations, carrying with them the timeless wisdom of the Buddhist masters. These are not just stories of letting go. They are windows into the human experience, offering us glimpses of our own potential for growth and liberation. Imagine a young prince, sheltered within the walls of his palace, shielded from the suffering of the world outside. Despite his life of luxury, he feels a restlessness stirring within him, a yearning for something more. And so, one fateful night, he embarks on a journey of discovery, leaving behind his kingdom, his family, and everything he has ever known. This is the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the man who would become the Buddha, the awakened one. As Siddhartha wanders the forests and villages of ancient India, he encounters the harsh realities of life, sickness, old age, and death. But instead of turning away in fear or denial, he embraces these truths with an open heart and a curious mind. He sits beneath the Bodhi tree, vowing not to rise until he has found the answers he seeks. And there, in the stillness of the night, he experiences a profound awakening, a realization of the interconnectedness of all things and the impermanent nature of existence. But Siddhartha's journey does not end with his enlightenment. Instead, it is just beginning. He spends the rest of his days sharing his insights with others, guiding them along the path to freedom. And in doing so, he leaves behind a legacy that continues to inspire and guide us to this day. Then there's the story of Angulimala, a notorious bandit who terrorized the countryside, taking joy in the suffering of others. But when he encounters the Buddha, something within him shifts. He is struck by the Buddha's compassion and wisdom, and he feels a longing for the peace that has eluded him for so long. And so, he renounces his life of violence, becoming a monk and dedicating himself to the practice of mindfulness and compassion. These stories remind us that no matter how lost or broken we may feel, there is always hope for redemption and renewal. They teach us that true strength lies not in holding on to our pain and suffering, but in letting go of our fears, our doubts, and our attachments. And they remind us that the journey of letting go is not always easy, but it is always worth it. So, as we journey through these tales of transformation, I invite you to open your heart and mind to the wisdom that they offer. Let their lessons wash over you like a gentle breeze, inspiring you to embrace the challenges and uncertainties of life with courage and grace. And together, let us walk the path of liberation, guided by the light of those who have gone before us. Conclusion: the liberation of letting go. As we draw near the end of our journey together, let's take a moment to reflect on the profound insights we've uncovered and the transformative potential that lies within the art of letting go. Throughout this video series, we've explored the depths of human experience, delving into the teachings of Buddhism and beyond to discover the timeless wisdom that can set us free. Think back to the moments when you felt the weight of attachment, the grip of fear, or the sting of regret. Now, imagine releasing those burdens one by one, like heavy stones falling away from your shoulders. In letting go, we create space for something new to emerge, a sense of lightness, a clarity of purpose, and a deep, abiding peace. But letting go is not just about relinquishing the past. It's also about embracing the present moment with open arms. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, trusting in the process, and finding joy in the journey. As we've learned, the past is gone, the future is uncertain. All we have is this precious moment, right here, right now. And so, as we bid farewell to this series, let us carry with us the lessons we've learned and the insights we've gained. Let us remember that letting go is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice, a daily ritual of releasing what no longer serves us and embracing the infinite possibilities of each new moment. But our journey does not end here. No, it's just the beginning. As we step boldly into the future, let us continue to cultivate compassion, wisdom, and courage in all that we do. Let us strive to be agents of change, spreading love and light wherever we go. And let us never forget the power we hold within us, the power to transform our lives and the world around us through the simple act of letting go. So, my friends, I invite you to carry the torch of wisdom with you on your journey forward. Let it guide you through the darkness, illuminate your path, and remind you of the infinite potential that lies within. And remember, you are not alone. We are all in this together, bound by a common desire for peace, happiness, and liberation. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. And remember, the door is always open, the invitation always extended. So, whenever you feel lost or alone, Whenever you need a reminder of the beauty and the power that resides within you, come back to this space, this community, this journey. And together, let's continue to explore the boundless depths of the human spirit and the limitless possibilities of letting go.